Face front non-believers. Well, I made it to my first Sunday assembly. It was fun, nice people, great speaker. A really good band that I will definitely follow up with. You guys got my info? I'm probably not going back. Okay, if we separated the non-religious world into those who enjoyed and missed church but can no longer go because it's based on fiction, and those whose hatred of church only helped to motivate their religious skepticism, I'm definitely a part of the latter. Don't get me wrong, the church I went to growing up was perfectly lovely. I never had a bad run-in with a nun. Father Tom was a very friendly, hands-off kind of priest. Even the church itself was pretty nice. Tax-free, it ought to be. No, what I couldn't stand were the lost Sunday mornings. Really most of your day once you add up travel, communion, inane chit-chat, lunch, and shopping with mom. The whole process of physical labor without actually being fun or even exercise.
Look, if anything, the church would give us money, they seem to have plenty of it.
Dude, the church doesn't give money, it takes it. All right, that's the way it works. And then you go to heaven. Now kneel.
Kneel? We're gonna kneel again?
Actually, it's over. We're standing again.
Son of a bitch, this is a scam, okay? This is a scam. All this kneeling, standing, getting people all confused.
And the boring sermons, or the interesting sermons that were extremely short-lived. Around the time I was 9 or 10 and began to fancy myself an intellectual, I did watch Northern Exposure after all, those very boring bits of church, when the priest was talking, soon became somewhat interesting, sometimes even fascinating, but then we'd have to recite some prayer or hymn, get up, sit down, kneel, and any interesting thought or perspective that might have been gained was immediately washed away in the banal proceedings. Don't get me wrong, I think there is something to be said for ritual. If doing something means more to you than just the doing of that thing, if it has some spiritual or romantic meaning for you, why not have a little ritual? If listening to music really means that much to you, for example, why not buy a record player and take out LPs to place on the turntable? If making tea is meaningful to you, why not go all Japanese samurai with it? If you believe that the Son of God was sent to earth in order to die for your sins and you need to pay your respects every Sunday, why not be Catholic? I, however, have no romantic notions about not being religious. If I did, Sunday Assembly finds a beautiful way of bringing the ritual of church with the content of an evidence-based world. As it happens, however, I obviously can't stand the ritual of church and had immediate Catholic flashbacks when we were all asked to stand and sing along with the band. It was that moment of panic, like the time that hot girl in college invited you to a friendly pizza party, and soon everyone is singing John Tesh with one hand on their hearts and the other hand in the air, and all of their eyes are closed. Although I have to say, Laura, that was a clever way of rejecting an atheist's advances. No hurt feelings, and I'll never bother you again. I did manage to make it through the opener. It didn't hurt that the band, as I said, was very good. After that, there were community announcements and a science-based Monty Python morality play, if you will. Eventually, we got some amazing science content by the infectiously enthusiastic Tracy Drain, who explained how potential Earth-like planets are located. But she was only given 15 minutes. Like I said, it was very church-like in its scheduling. There was even an inspirational story about overcoming adversity and gaining hope in the face of a godless universe by Brian Felsen. It was a pretty damn inspiring story, too. This was followed by a moment of quiet reflection, what religious folks call prayer, then collection, gotta make that money, closing statements, and another song. Yeah. The more I kind of lay it out, the more certain I am that I'm probably never going back. Sorry, but I don't like church, no matter what you do or do not believe. I didn't even stick around to talk with friends. Not that all of my friends who RSVP'd were there. Talking to you, Ross Blotcher. I'm supposed to be the only one who doesn't show up when I tell Facebook I'm definitely going. One last thing. What's up with the logo? I mean, yeah, triangles are pretty cool, and sharp capitalized fonts are pretty cool. But do you have to shove the letters in there like that? Does SAMY actually mean something that I missed? Does assay, MBL, and Y mean something? You can still kind of do the same thing and keep the words intact like this. I don't know if you're opposed to pyramid-style triangles, or maybe, as is often the case, I'm just not hip and have missed out on the trend of cramming all the letters into a shape because those who already know, don't be a part of the out-group, blood. All that being said, if you find yourself as a non-believer severely missing the ritual and community of church, this is about as perfect a replacement as you can possibly get. For me, it's a bit too perfect. But in any case, check them out. They're doing amazing work. Thanks for watching. And if you feel like supporting our web series, feel free. As always, no pressure. Just know you'll be in some good company like Isaac, Shane Brady, and Gabriel Chalice. Some very good company. And I'd like to include Brian the D.D. Dalton, who donated the rental of tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment to me and my crew for our sitcom pilot.
Bloody hell.
I'm definitely blocking the BBC when I get home.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm going to my mind department.
It was a non-sexual harassment.
Thanks, guys.